I'm ReFabFashion. I'm a reseller based in Boston, primarily selling clothing, some shoes, accessories, and occasionally hard goods. I have a thrift haul for you today from a Savers near me in the greater Boston area. I had some coupons, a 20% off coupon, and one that was a 30% if you spent over $75, but you couldn't spend more than $100. So I had two orders to maximize my discounts. And the average cost of goods this day was $8.43, and that was primarily because of one item that I bought new with tags and paid a good amount for. So let's get into it. I'll show you everything that I got that I'm excited to sell and list in my stores. So we'll start with the most expensive item. This was a new with tags Lily Pulitzer dress with a great print. Not quite the season for it in January, but I do think people are starting to buy things for their beach trips, their vacations, to escape the cold weather. The price on this at Savers is $24.99, and I did apply this in the 30% off discount batch with that coupon. The price tag on the original tag here is $198, and this is great too because it has the style name and the print name, which are pretty important with Lily Pulitzer. It's a smaller size, a size 2, but smaller sizes do well in this brand. So I did check it over for stains, even though it is new with tags, and it looked pretty great to me, so I'm looking forward to listing that. This also was a little bit more pricey than I would like to spend this day. This was priced at $16.49. This is a Kate Spade dress. Kind of a knee-length dress, but I really like this all-over seahorse print. It is 100% silk, and it has the smocking at the waist for a really nice shape to the dress. It's a little bit modest, like Kate Spade tends to be. Kind of fit and flare style with the skirt, and it is a size small. But I think in particular, being the silk dress and the seahorse print, I think that'll do well, even though I paid a little bit more for that. Another dress from this day, a Vineyard Vines. Again, this kind of preppy look, a size small. This was priced at $11.79. These ties at each side, you can cinch it in to fit your waist and give a little nicer shape. This kind of reminds me of a coral, like ocean coral print pattern. For this price point, I would not pick up all Vineyard Vines. I've seen some that were kind of solid, or some shirts that I've received in the past, like in a thread up bin, were a plaid print, and they sit a long time. They don't sell for a lot, but this with the ruffle, the pattern, and kind of the shape to it with that cinched waist, I think this will be a good dress. Another dress from this day is Maeve by Anthropologie, and the tag does indeed say by Anthropologie, which means it's a newer item. This one is a size small as well, long sleeve, and this pattern, which is kind of a boho pattern. I might end up calling this Southwestern. It's not exactly Southwestern. But this kind of zigzag triangular shape in the pattern makes me think of that. And there's no slip or anything underneath. It's a little bit sheer. There's kind of the sheer panel in the back, in the middle, but where there's the white stitching, it makes it more opaque. I did not look this up exactly to do comps, which can be a little risky with Anthropologie. And a lot of Maeve stuff is a cute print or pattern, but might be more dated than I realize. But this, with the by Anthropologie on it and just this more neutral print, I decided to pick it up. It was also $11.79. Most of the dresses here were at that price point. One thing about Savers too is I have 2 weeks to bring anything back to do an exchange and kind of get a credit for what I paid. So if when I'm looking it over, if I find stains or damage that I missed in the store, I will take that back on my next trip. Or like with that, I think from the factors I assessed, it's going to be a good flip. But if I do my research and find that it's really not, it's selling for more than $20, or there's so many size small, I can and I will take that back in exchange for something else. This was an interesting dress. It's a sweater dress. I had not seen this tag before. J. Crew with Net-a-Porter, which is a high-end website, fashion selling website. So it's a very long sweater dress. This being an extra small, this is probably a maxi for someone who's maybe on the shorter side as an extra small, maybe a midi length. More that classic preppy nautical blue-white stripe. And the material felt really nice. I don't remember if there's cashmere or not. 55% wool, 30% nylon, and 15% cashmere. So some good materials. The style section of the tag does show that it's from 2016. But I think with that Net-a-Porter collaboration, or maybe they made it exclusively for Net-a-Porter, I think this was worth taking a risk on and trying, and it's a really nice ribbed thick sweater with some great materials. Again, $11.79 before my discount. Then I had found two of these dresses. These were new, on a new rack coming out. Jude Connolly, which I have not found or tried to sell before. This is a size small. Again, this kind of preppy print to it. I did look up comps on eBay, and it seemed that these printed ones sell for a good amount, $30 to $50. And I searched even down to the size small, priced at $11.79 at my store. There was a blue printed one, the exact same style, you know, with the white block around the neckline and everything, but more blue colors, and that one was priced more at $20, so I did not take this. But I figured this would be good to try the brand and see how I like to sell this. In with the light jackets, not the blazers section. I didn't really find much in the blazers at the store, but over with the lightweight jackets, I did find a J. Crew schoolboy blazer, and it looks to be in excellent condition. It is a wool blend, so I looked for any moth holes or wear spots, pulls, which can occur sometimes. I checked inside at the underarm for any staining. It is J. Crew factory, but that doesn't deter me if it's a wool blend of the schoolboy blazer and a factory line. It sells just as well as the regular for me. This is a size 8, a great size, and was priced just at $7.99. And I love selling this brown camel color. That one does really well for me for the schoolboy blazers. I went through the pants section. I find a lot of people don't spend time in the pants section of Savers. Any of the stores I go to, people definitely look at the jeans, but the pants can be tedious. But I can find a lot of great things over there. These are a pair of J. Crew corduroys, and these were in the women's section, but I do believe they're men's, which the men's J. Crew pants do better than the women's. I don't tend to pick up women's J. Crew pants too much. Priced at $6.99. They're a size 30 waist, which is probably why they put it in the women's section. But just the name of the pant too, vintage. Is it slim straight? I think I've sold jeans with that style name to it before, so that's why I think that they're men's. And on the inside, this is a newer tag, so that kind of eco-friendly tag, and the style code 2 tells me that they're from fall of 21. And they look to be in great condition. I don't know that these are going to sell in the winter time. Corduroy is definitely more of a fall, but still we're in the colder weather months, so that might be worth trying. And you know, if it doesn't sell right now, you know, I usually give items a good year before I start thinking about moving them on to a consignment store, or sometimes I just donate things if they were really bad buys. Or trying to discount them or auction them off to move them. But if it doesn't sell this winter, I think it'll sell in the fall. I've sold this exact jacket before. This is Habitat, a size medium. This I would call kind of a tapestry material and print. It's a lightweight jacket, just kind of hip length. This is a more mature brand. The button detail here, it's interesting. When I first found this, I had to kind of check that it wasn't missing buttons, but there's a set of 2 and then a set of 3 and then a set of 2. But especially since I had already sold this and it did sell pretty well, I think I had a larger size at that time, but this kind of tapestry style with the floral paisley type print does well in this brand. I stick with the jackets. I don't sell shirts or pants from Habitat, but the lightweight jackets and blazers and coats do well. $11.49 was the price tag on that. This skirt I got mostly for style. There's a dry cleaning tag on there, but this is a Laura Ashley brand, which I don't particularly seek out, but it's a larger size, midi length, a nice plaid. Again, maybe a little late in January here. I would have liked to have this in the fall in my closet for the holidays, but it still might sell. It's polyester and rayon, size 14, so not a particularly great material. I really got this for the print and the length. It was priced at $8.99. Again, if this doesn't sell this winter, which I'm hopeful it will, but I'll hang on to that for next fall, let it cycle through a whole year. This was a great find for me, a size medium, LL Bean, which I don't pick up everything, but the sweaters, especially this kind of Fair Isle print, a heavy knit blue. I do believe this is a women's sweater, but I'll be looking that up as I get ready to list it. There's a little bit of pilling, so I'll just sweater shave that. I usually save up a whole bunch of sweaters and have a pile, and then one day I'll just take them all out on a nice flat surface like my desk or a table and just go to work on getting all of the pilling off. It's 100% lamb's wool, and then there's the item style code right there, so pretty easy to look up. Again, a size medium, but it's a little bit on the larger size. I think that will do well. I'm hopeful that'll sell this winter. A couple more items here. This is Levi's Rib Cage Straight, a size 30. And it does have this quality premium denim tag and the leather patch on the back instead of the paper. It's got the button fly. I think it comes to an ankle length on these, but these look to be in great condition. These were, I don't know if these were in the pants section. I don't think I went down the jeans aisle. $9.49 is the price tag. I have a couple of rib cage jeans. I think though they're smaller sizes, like 25, 24, and they have been sitting for a while. The wedgie and the rib cage, I don't think they're selling as quickly or for as much money as they were last year, a couple of years ago. But out of the Levi's, these are the ones I like to pick up. This was in the women's section. This is a Xenia Sport. This was in the athletic, like sweatshirts and hoodies section. So Emiliano Xenia, but the Xenia Sport line, a size large there. It's a quarter zip, kind of sweatshirt material, cotton, gray. Really great condition. It doesn't feel very worn or very washed. This was priced at $9.49, but Xenia Sport for me I think does a little bit better than Xenia, although the main Xenia I've tried to sell are the blazers and a couple like wool dress pants that I've gotten in thread up boxes, the rescue boxes. So I think the more casual tends to sell faster. Hopefully upwards of 50 is what I'll try to price that at and land somewhere around there. This I'm hoping will be a quick flip based on style. This is a Zara sweater vest, just striped. I didn't look it up. It's priced so low. It was $2.99 and then I had a discount off of that. But I found some vests, both some like embroidered vests, sequins vests, beaded vests, and sweater vests, and they all have sold pretty well at a good price point given what I can purchase it for. So they tend to be marked lower than, let's say, dresses or sweaters or shirts. So I like to sell the sweater vests from Zara. And the last item out of the 15 today, again at that $8 and what was it, 43 cents on average. This was the last item I found, again with the sports items, like the hoodies and sweatshirts, this brand IB Cool. I believe it's a golfing brand, but it's meant to be kind of weather controlled. I believe there's UPF, UPF 50. This is a size large, and there is like this mesh part to the sleeve. There is an embroidered logo on the sleeve, but these don't deter me from buying if it's a golf brand or primarily a golf brand. Usually it's a golf club or a tournament logo, and people don't mind having that. But it's just a quarter zip, lightweight, kind of a royal purple blue. This was priced at $9.49, and I believe the item, I think I just had one of these. It might have been a long sleeve shirt like this. I might have also sold a sleeveless one, but I think I'll be listing this between $50 and $60. So it's a strong brand, and I was happy to find this one. So 15 items, you know, modest size. I spent about an hour and 15 minutes in the store. This one, the new racks don't come out as often. There's fewer staff and fewer items at this Savers in general. So I don't spend as much time. Again, as I said, the pants section I find isn't as picked over. People don't tend to jump there first. So I like to stroll through that section while I'm waiting for the new racks. But I hope you enjoyed seeing what I'm picking up to resell this time of year, and you know, also thinking on a year cycle ahead, just what are going to be good buys, and knowing that I have the discount to use on top of these higher prices at Savers. But thank you for joining me, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.